Here are my audience members. Ready? Hello, my name is Rebecca Blackburn, and I'll be doing my informative speech on doomsday preppers. The definition of a doomsday prepper is a person who believes a catastrophic event or emergency is likely to occur in the future and makes active preparations for it, typically by stockpiling food, ammo, and other supplies. And I got that from the oxforddictionaries.com. What are preppers preparing for? Most common is zombie apocalypse, believe it or not, and people get specifically trained to fight zombies. They can go to gun ranges where they have zombie cutouts that they can shoot at, or if they want live action, they can go to a paintball place and shoot actual people running after them. Natural disaster preparations are most prominent in areas where natural disasters are more likely to occur. Many of these places have underground bunkers for the public so that everybody can find a safe place to hide during these natural disasters. An example of this would be Japan, because Japan has a lot of tsunamis and earthquakes. Who are doomsday preppers? Most preppers are just average members of society that have fears of the world ending. They're not all people living in the middle of the woods with no teeth. An example of one of these people is Steve Huffman, CEO of Reddit. He got laser eye surgery because he felt that glasses would be a major problem in a world-ending apocalypse. How much does prepping cost? Well, the cost of all the guns, ammo, food, water, gasoline, and all the stuff that you would need for months at a time to survive after an apocalypse is very costly. And I have this on how much would one person need to survive for 6 months. Get a good shot of that, cameraman. And it says we need 365,000 calories of food, 182 gallons of water, 365 gallons of gas, and 5,000 rounds of ammo for just one person to survive for 6 months. How much? Okay. You can buy stockpiles at places like Costco. You can buy kits that include vegetables, fruits, meats, water at Costco for $1,000 that should last for 25 years. They also have family options that take or last the same amount of time, but it's more cost. Bunkers are built to last years. The U.S. government sells the wealthier doomsday preppers old missile silos that were used in the government, and people take these silos and they put them underground or they put them above, and they last a long time and keep all the bad things out. And people can equip them so they can shower, they can have fresh air, and they can have plenty of food and walking room if an apocalypse occurs. How long has prepping been around? Well, during the Cold War, nuclear attack was an everyday thing people were worried about. So people got bomb shelters for the public and for themselves. Many families had bomb shelters. And during the Cold War, everybody was required to have access to a bomb shelter in case of nuclear warfare. Did you know the U.S. government also preps for apocalypse and end of the world? They have bunker systems and tunnels in a mountain somewhere where they fly the U.S. officials like the president and the vice president and senators and blah 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 for the end of the world, and so that the world can still have structure and laws if more people were to survive and the whole world didn't end. And fun fact, the internet was originally created during the Cold War in the 60s so people can communicate in case of an emergency. So if they were underground, they could still communicate with the outside world. And some of my sources for this were theclever.com and a book called Hoarders, Doomsday Preppers, and Culture of Apocalypse by Audrey Wendelin. Thank you, and show everybody again. And then you can stop it. That was horrible.